Hi, everyone. I am Caitlin Keneally. I've been with the Brookline Police Department for approximately 14 years.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nick Goon. Been with the police department about 4 years now.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Pilgrim. I've also been with the police department for about 4 years.
Hi, my name is Rafaela Carlisle Swedberg. I've been with the Brookline Police Department for the last 8 years.
Since 2019, I began working in the Community Service Division as the school resource officer at the high school. So I would say my day-to-day interactions just includes engaging with students, teachers, and parents, staff. So far it's been great.
I'm currently assigned as the department's crime analyst. So my day-to-day job is to compile and analyze all the data the department and the officers on the street collect and input into our records management system. And from that, I look for trends and sort of analyze all the data and just produce reports, statistical comparisons, as well as our mid-year and year-end reports. In addition to that, I'm also assigned to emergency management with primarily responsible for co-coordinating our community emergency response team, and right now coordinating some of the COVID response from the town level.
I am currently assigned to the Walk and Talk unit in the Community Service Division. I've been doing that for just under a year now. My day-to-day duties include responding to calls at BHA properties, problem-solving repeat issues with residents and housing managers, as well as attending various community events taking place at night. More recently, I've been working on recruitment for the department.
I'm currently in patrol, working the day shift, 7:30 to 3:30. I'm assigned Sector 3, which is in Coolidge Corner, and most of my day-to-day consists of answering calls. I often respond to a lot of CIT-related calls, mental health-related calls. I'm a member of the crisis negotiation team, so respond to some things like that. Yeah, it's been a great 8 years.
There are definitely occasions where I have to defend myself for why I became a police officer and why I continue to do this profession, both either on the street when I'm asked by people or within my own friends and family network. My parents have asked me as of recent, why do you continue to do this job? Or, have you looked at other jobs out there that pay better? Or, we had a representative from, the state who oversees, how many people are putting in applications for the police exam. And they said they're probably down at least 50% from what's normal for a given year. And I think we're having the same issue here. And part of the way that we change this department is to make it reflect the community, between recruiting a more diverse candidate pool, recruiting more people that can speak a different language. We have so many languages in this community. Not everyone has English as their primary language.
I've had other people ask me outside of work. I mean, I think that's usually one of the first things that, someone you don't know asks you, why did you want to become a cop? That question is becoming more and more aggressive. People's reactions to us right now are so visceral. I mean, I've had terrible interactions with members of this community where they've told me that, they've made assumptions about what I believe in politically and who I am, and told me that if they disagree with me, they're going to punch me in the face. I have had, people of color refuse to acknowledge me, not say hi to me on the street, where, I know that if I was, in a dress walking around, I probably have no problem interacting with them in public. So it's just, I don't know how to change that. I often feel I have to justify myself to people, and that's something personally I have a hard time with anyways.
In the 4 years, it's definitely become more challenging. And it's tough. I mean, you have to stay grounded in yourself and in the reasons why you chose to be a police officer. I've said this a lot before. I have a unique experience in America right now, being a Black man in his late 20s and a police officer. It is challenging. I wear my skin 24/7 on my uniform, 40 plus hours a week.
Growing up here, it's Brookline's changed. Brookline has changed from, what it felt like when I was a kid in the early 90s. And I really wish that, I was able to show who I was on the inside, talk about, my family, my background, my religion, everything, and connect with people, because that's really all I want to do. Connect with you, see you on your level, and help you with whatever problem you're going through now. We're problem solvers. That's all we want to do. Help you with your problems.
I do really wish that people could see me physically, like interacting with these students every single day, them coming into my office, them talking literally about anything that's going on in their life. And we do have these difficult, hard conversations. And I think for them, it's nice, and you know, at sometimes like a little surprising. Here they're sitting down, sitting with a police officer, and they're telling me how they truly feel about what's going on in the world and their opinions and everything that's happened with law enforcement, outside of law enforcement, anything. Um, so, you know, it's at times it can be challenging. It's like I said, trying to be able to express that to a group of people who just aren't able to see that. But for me, just being able to have that is good enough, because I have that with them, and I know I have that with them, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
Actually, this morning on my traffic post, someone said thank you for your service as they walked by. That's when I crossed in the morning in Washington Square. But there's definitely a guy that goes around, I forget his name, and he blesses me probably once a week. And it's a very, very nice thing.
There's a national increase for hate crimes against Asian Americans, and part of the department's initiative to reach out to Asian Americans was to have the community service division officers go out to all the Asian or API owned businesses in town, you know, check in with them, see how they're doing, see have they been the victim of a hate crime or any other crime in general, or just check in how they're doing as a business given the pandemic. And the amount of times, you know, those business owners just said, thank you for coming in, thank you for checking in on us, we appreciate that. You know, no one else has really reached out to us. You know, we're scared.
But I get thanked almost daily, whether I'm on a detail or working my shift, and people are waving more than they used to. It's like I said earlier, I think that people are more receptive to us than you know, is portrayed in the media or on some, you know, Facebook groups.
Sometimes, I mean, I've had people thank me directly for how, you know, I treated them as, you know, a person of color, a woman, a gay person, a trans person, meeting them where they are, respecting them, using correct pronouns, everything like that. So I definitely want people to feel like they can talk to us, and we're not going to judge who they are. We're going to help them solve their problem. That, you know, they should feel safe around us.
Feel free to stop an officer and just have a conversation with them. We're all willing to stop and talk to someone, give you, you know, whatever amount of time you want out of the day, and just talk. Whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk to you. And just have open, honest conversations and dialogue.
A lot of people, you know, feel a little bit defensive talking, you know, with members of the public or members of the town who, you know, have been pretty vocal against us. So it's very hard to get past that. But we deal with difficult situations every single day. So, you know, we will meet you where you are, and we're happy, you know, to have tough conversations with people who, you know, maybe don't feel comfortable with us.
I just want to say thank you to you, John. This is good for, as a police department, just for people to hear who we are. Thank you to everybody out there who provides us nothing but love and support. It means a lot to us, especially when it does happen, and especially this day and age. So thank you. And I think that's really it. Just thank you very much. Honestly, it does. It means a lot. It means a lot sitting down and having this conversation, and just letting people hear where we're coming from, that we do care, that we're here to support you, that this is what we want to do. That's why we're all still here.